If doctors tune in, keep quiet, and really listen, they can learn much more about patients' feelings and concerns. Formulaic questions like, "How do you feel about that?" aren't necessary. This patient is in quite a desperate state. The details of her story are absorbed by the doctor, who doesn't attempt to deal with all her troubles at once.
Feeling very tired, and I feel dizzy most of the time. If I look up, I seem to lose balance. Pressure of work. I had to come in Saturday and Sunday to try and, tidy up my tray. And I'm also having pressure at work. Manager pushing all the time. She just ran me twice on the mobile. I had a duty last night and I didn't finish till 7:25. And not knowing that I had appointment with her this morning, so she ran me up. It just been bullied for the last 4 months in the office, and I'm going. Sorry. I'm going through marriage breakup with my husband. We've gone through the first stage, which is decree 90. That was on the 31st of last month. And it seems that day he said that he's gonna show me in this country, that he'll show me.
He'll show you? What does that mean?
He teach me a lesson.
What does that mean?
Because he wanted 5 years separation. He didn't get 5 years separation without, lump sum payment and property order.
That was the opening stage of a 6-minute description by the patient of her difficulties. The GP has created an environment in which the patient could disclose her feelings and cry. Sometimes long narratives cause doctors to stop listening carefully and just hope to get the gist. But Dr. G makes sure she understands everything the patient says. The only interventions by the GP were to hand over some tissues and ask for clarification when the patient said her husband had threatened to show her. Over the next few minutes, the patient describes her husband's bizarre and cruel behaviour when they lived together in Milton Keynes. She tells the doctor how her husband didn't really want her there and didn't allow her to get another job.
He didn't allow me. He said, he's not safe with me. I will bring people in, to kill him and things like that. He had his bedroom wired at the time. I could not enter his bedroom. I had to knock on the door before I get in. All this went on.
Has your husband ever seen a doctor?
I don't know.
It sounds, and I can only just say this, that your husband sounds like he's got a mental illness, to be absolutely honest. If your husband is putting, electric things around his room, he sounds very paranoid.
One day I went into his room to clean up the mess, the room. I saw my picture cut into pieces, put in the bin. Those things happen, I decided to leave Milton Keynes because I was afraid of my life.
You've got lots and lots of things going on. How do we deal with them? Because with the work, do you want to take some time off work, which we can put down as tiredness, dizziness, to give yourself a bit of a breathing space?
Yeah, I've got 1 week coming, holiday. I was going to take 1 week next week.
Do you get paid if you're on holiday?
Yes.
I mean, if you're off sick.
Yes, but because I've had so much, my manager is worrying me about that.
All right. We'll meet again and try and get through some of these issues, because I think there's a lot going on. I think in terms of workplace bullying, I think you need to be quite strong about this, and you need to maybe just write to her and to say, and just so it's on record, that you're feeling bullied.
Okay.
All right, and leave it at that.
Okay.
Don't do any more, don't write any. The shorter the letter, the better,
All right.
in my experience.
Okay.
You need a break, because you're very tired, and that's what's making you dizzy.
Okay.
And then we need to talk about your husband or your ex-husband, because I'm worried that he's making threats.
Yeah, this month.
Having listened, Dr. G has now suggested an action plan. She's not attempted to deal with all the problems at once, but suggested immediate action to deal with harassment at work. The doctor has maintained a sympathetic environment while also giving precise instructions. I think you need to be quite strong. I think you need to maybe just write. Notice how these are done indirectly. Suggestions are made politely by not showing too much certainty. I think, and maybe. Overseas doctors recognise that relationships with patients are different in Britain.
My name is Rifat Ara from Bangladesh. So in Bangladesh, relationship is quite different. And here they can sue you if anything goes wrong. In Bangladesh, you don't have that kind of system. So, in terms of doctors dealing with patients, they don't have to worry about that.
Doctors often have to work hard to achieve patient satisfaction.